channel, and thank you so much for joining me again today on this infertility journey to baby. So I have some things to update you on. If you watched my last video, you know that we are moving on to IUI number 5. So if you want to find out what's going on, stay tuned. Hi YouTube family, I have missed you so much, and I am so excited today because we are officially at our fertility clinic. We're a few minutes early, so I figured I'd film and talk to you guys. We are at the fertility clinic because I started my cycle over the weekend. I am on day 4, and what we're here today to do is basically do a vaginal ultrasound, and what they do is they check my lining. Now they check to make sure it's not too thick, not too thin, and then because I have PCOS, like I've told you guys, they also have to check for ovarian cysts. So they check to see if there's any cysts on either one of my ovaries, because unfortunately if there is, we can't move forward with the IUI treatment. You know that's happening. So I'm hoping today that my lining checks out and that there are no cysts anywhere and that we can go ahead and move forward with IUI number 5. I know it's crazy. It's our 5th time, but you know, I'm once again staying optimistic and excited and hopeful. And also what we're going to do today is talk with our fertility doctor, try to get some answers from him as to why he thinks IUI number 4 did not work for us, and maybe see if there's anything that we can change this time, like upping the letrozole, changing the progesterone levels. Is there any kind of other vitamins I could be taking? Is there anything Michael could be doing? So these are questions we're going to ask and basically just get his educated guess as to why he thinks these IUIs aren't working, and if there's anything else we can do differently to basically enhance our chances of getting pregnant during this 5th IUI procedure. So questions to be asked. I'm excited. We will try to So as you saw, Michael and I went to our fertility doctor today to basically, what we were going in there for was to do a vaginal ultrasound because I did start my cycle. I am currently on day number 4 of my cycle, so usually when we're going through with IUI, the next step is to come in for the ultrasound to check my lining and then also to check my ovaries to make sure that there's no cysts on my ovaries because I do have PCOS, like you guys know. So that's what we planned on doing today. But it's not what happened, unfortunately. So you're probably wondering, are we going to be doing IUI number 4 this cycle? Well, guys, I should know better to get my hopes up. Like, you know, you think I would get it by now. Like, hey, Danny, maybe you shouldn't always get your hopes up. Because as you guys saw previously, I was super excited about starting IUI number 5 today. But after speaking to the fertility doctor, if you've been following my videos, you know that I recently had my gallbladder taken out. And our fertility doctor is just not comfortable moving forward with another IUI this month. He wants to give my body enough time to heal completely out from the gallbladder surgery before he does anything else. And I understand. I think he kind of got a little scared because, you know, he didn't expect me to have a gallbladder attack the day after our IUI procedure number 4. And, you know, I think he's just being cautious and wants to make sure that I'm internally all okay. My intestines, my, you know, everything is healed and good to go before he moves forward. Even though I was cleared by my gallbladder surgeon, he said I'm healing great, says everything looks fine. And I also went and saw my primary. She says I'm fine. She tested my blood levels. And, you know, went to my gynecologist. Like, so, guys, I've been just going to every doctor. And, like, everyone says I'm doing okay. But while I was at the fertility clinic today, he did want to test my vitamin levels. He wanted to test my folic acid, my vitamin D, my B12, and a couple other different things he wanted to test. So we went ahead and drew blood today, and he tested for that. So I should get those results in a few days. And if I am low, he will have me start taking supplements to basically get those levels up, because he wants to monitor that too. So that's something else that we did today. And something that we're going to do this month that he wants to do, which I think is actually a really great idea, because I was thinking about it the other day, guys, and it just dawned on me. When I was doing fertility treatments back in 2014, my fertility doctor then recommended that I have an HSG procedure done. Now, I'm going to butcher what the actual name is of this procedure. It's right here, like hysterosalpingogram. I'll put it on the screen, but this is basically what I will be doing actually next week. And what the HSG tests for is basically blockage in your fallopian tubes. Now, I only have one fallopian tube, but think about it, guys. If that one fallopian tube is blocked for whatever reason, then I can do 25 IUIs and they'll never work, because the egg will never travel down to be fertilized, because it'll get stuck if there's a blockage. So this test is to test for that. And then the doctor, he said, let's just rule that out. Since we're not doing the IUI this month, let's go ahead and do this procedure this month and rule that out. Make sure that your tube is clear and free to go to pass through. So that is something that we will be doing in a couple days. And yeah, so that'll cross another thing off our list. You know, obviously I'm sad and I'm trying to have patience, because I really was looking forward to starting IUI number 5 this month. But guys, it's just not going to happen for me, but that's okay. You know, we do have next month to look forward to, and when that next cycle starts, then we will go in and start IUI number 5. So I'm excited still, obviously a little disappointed, but you know, God is teaching me patience, and this is just another test for me. Like, okay, Danny, you've got to slow down and trust me. And I know that I need to trust him, and I know, you know, that I have to just slow down and just look to him for guidance and be patient. And that's hard for me, but obviously it's something that I need to learn, and I think that he is teaching me. So while we were there, we also set up an appointment to actually have a consultation with our fertility doctor. And like I told you guys in my last video, you know, we really wanted to ask him some in-depth questions and kind of get some answers on to why these IUIs are not working for us. Because if you don't know, you know, our last IUI, number 4, did not work, and our pregnancy test was negative. So it's just concerning to us that, you know, we're going on number 5 now and nothing is changing. So that was what our questions were geared towards, and, you know, kind of focused on, like, what can we do different in the future to improve our chances of these IUIs actually working for us? So, you know, we started by going over medications, like can the letrozole be upped a little bit? And what letrozole does is basically stimulates follicle and egg growth. So right now I'm only taking 5 milligrams of that, and the next level up would be 7.5. So we talked about the possibility of upping the letrozole, but our fertility doctor feels like right now he wants to keep it at the lower level, because I did produce 2 follicles on my right side, because I don't have a tube on the left side. You know, 2 is a good number. Like he wants to keep it between 2 and 4 actually. So he said if we were to up the dosage and I produced too many eggs, then he would actually cancel out the IUI altogether, because, you know, if all 4 or 5 eggs, you know, got to the right size and were released and then fertilized, I mean, that's 5 babies. And that's just, you know, medically he can't condone that. And I completely understand. So right now, he's okay with that dosage. So we're not going to change the letrozole. So then we talked about progesterone, and he didn't seem to think that the implantation of the fertilized egg into my uterine wall was an issue. He wants to keep the progesterone at the same level as well, where I would take that 2 times a day following the IUI procedure. So, and he did up that, because before on IUI number 3, I was only taking progesterone once a day. So we did up it to 2 for their IUI number 4. So he's confident in keeping that the same. So then we talked about, okay, are there additional vitamins I can take or anything that I can do differently to help my egg quality or anything like that? And he basically said no. So I was like, okay. So then we started talking about Michael, and we did discuss his specimen and his concentration levels of his sperm. And we did find out that from IUI number 3 to IUI number 4, the sperm concentration levels dropped from a 22 to a 12, which is concerning because the doctor did say if the sperm concentration level is 10 and under, we couldn't do the IUI. We basically would have to only do, the only option we would really have would be IVF, because, you know, obviously your concentration levels have to be higher to up your chances of the IUI working, because even, you know, sperm die off, they turn and go different ways, and so you need to have a higher level, like a higher count, in order for one of those sperms to find the egg. So I mean, I get it. So that is somewhat concerning. So basically what the doctor recommended Michael do to try to improve his concentration levels and up that sperm count was to take the CoQ10, which he is taking, but he's only taking 1 of these a day. So now he's going to start taking 3 of these a day to get to 600 milligrams instead of just taking the 1. So, and the nurse also told me, so girls, if you are trying to get pregnant, this is something I didn't know. She said that I can take this as well to help with my egg quality, and she said it's just overall good for your health to take the CoQ10. We buy these at GNC, but you can get them online. I'll link it down below. So yeah, so Michael will be taking 3 of these a day instead of 1. So hopefully that will help his sperm count and get that concentration up, because unfortunately if it falls lower than 12, it looks like our next only option is going to be IVF, which is kind of intense, you know, so we're not there yet. And, you know, we did discuss IVF though, you know, since we're on that, we did talk about IVF being the next step. So our fertility doctor, if you guys watch my last videos, he is our new fertility doctor, because our former fertility doctor was at the office that we're at now, but he moved to a new office. So our old fertility doctor did 3 treatments on us. So far, our new fertility specialist, he's kind of like, well, really, I've only done 1 IUI on you. So he doesn't really count it as IUI number 4. He counts it more as IUI number 1. So in his eyes, he wants to give IUI 3 tries, which is kind of a lot, guys, because let's face it, like, you know, I'm kind of over the whole IUI thing, but I obviously understand that IVF is extremely expensive. It's very, very expensive. So I understand that the IUI is less expensive and it's less invasive, and right now it seems like a good option. So basically we are going to move forward with IUI number 5, aka IUI number 2, with our new fertility doctor, and he doesn't really want to do IVF until after IUI number 3, aka number 6. So obviously I don't want it to get to that. I'm hoping that we can get to IUI number 5 and that one work, and then we're done, you know, no IVF talk. But guys, you never know. So, because we are on number 5, so I have to be realistic in the way of thinking like, okay, well, maybe these aren't working for us. So just, you know, something that we're thinking about. We did get pricing on the IVF through our fertility clinic, and guys, it is absolutely outrageous. It just is. It's super duper expensive. I feel like we're going to take a second mortgage on our house to pay for it. Like, it's kind of insane. So we did discuss that today at the fertility clinic and got like a breakdown of the pricing and different payment options and stuff like that. And it is just going to be tough. So I'm hoping and praying with all my heart that that's something we don't have to do. We will just see how that goes. So we will continue on this journey. Unfortunately, guys, I won't have much for you this month, but I am going to be trying a couple new things to improve my fertility, overall health and fertility health. So I will be doing those videos with you and posting those this month. Since we won't really have another treatment to go through, I'll still be trying new things and taking new vitamins and testing new things out to see, you know, if anything and everything can help me on this infertility journey and journey to baby, I will try it and do what I can to make this baby a reality, guys. So just keep praying for us, and we thank you for all your love and support, and I will keep you updated and let you know how the HSG procedure goes, and I will let you know if my tube is clear and good to go, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So thanks for joining me today. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit the red button and subscribe. Please, please, please. I would love to have you with me on this journey and, you know, supporting me and then us supporting one another. I think it's amazing to have this community of, you know, men and women and couples and people that are going through fertility issues like we are. And, you know, it's just so great to have you guys and to have your support. So thumbs up on this video and check out my other videos if you haven't, and I will be posting more soon. So I look forward to talking to you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.